the Rams and the Lions. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Thanks, guys. The Rams head coach that I spoke with pregame, he understands both teams are in the top 25. Both teams are quality with a lot of talent on the rosters. But he believes this stadium can make a difference. This crowd has proven to be one of the best in...
The Rams will put boot to leather, and this will be the start of a new season. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Lions offense to go on the attack first. And this junior wide receiver is a focal point in their passing attack. This is the guy the entire passing game is built around. He is a big play waiting to happen.
And, man, this guy is fun to watch. You do not want to take a bathroom break. Sit in your seat when this offense has the ball, because at any point in time, this receiver can make the unbelievable highlight catch, David. His catch radius is as good as there is in all of college football. He has an unbelievable ability to just reel it in. We just expect it to happen today.
It's just a knack, and it's almost like every weekend you're going through social media, like, where's the clip, right? Like, because he just makes these clips that most humans don't make, whether it's one hand, whether it's two hand, whether he's guarded or not. Like, he just has this unbelievable knack of playmaking, and we will see it today at some point in the ballgame.
The Lions will line up to punt it away. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. They drag him down, and good coverage that time by the special team. The Rams offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And here comes the guy that is a surgeon in this attack. A veteran quarterback hoping to get off on the right foot and have this offense humming early. Running inside, it's Montgomery. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. They'll give it to him again. Maybe a crease. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. As Holly mentioned earlier, this home crowd can create a huge advantage. Back to throw, it's Mason. Under pressure, and down he goes.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to two. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Wants to go up top on second down. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on third down from the 43. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be fourth down. And the Rams line up to punt it away. And missed, hitting them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. Gets the back moving. Trying to get the corner. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play. The Lions headed quickly to the line.
And they run the option, and you can just tell, man, that just, the timing of that wasn't set up well, and the quarterback looked a little bit clunky, and that play went absolutely nowhere.
Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. And he put his foot in the ground and turned it upfield and turned it into a big play. Great decision to keep it.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Motion from the back. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. Contact in the neutral zone leads to that penalty. Good news for the offense. Pulls it. Quarterback keep. Now the pitch. Breaks into the open. They finally knock him down. What a great pitch and run on the option. The Lions are flying down the field.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. He tried to make something out of nothing, but there was really nothing he could do on that play.
And I hope offensively that's not going to make them quit on this option play. That's a scheme that really puts the defense in a bind. If I were them, I wouldn't let that play stop them from trying to run it later in this game.
Oh, pressure's coming. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. Absolutely center cut. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, we'll have another peek at this Rams offense. Quick give. It's Montgomery. Got the first down. My, oh my, 41 yards on the ground in the first quarter. What a tremendous start to this season. Looking downfield, it's Mason. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Montgomery. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. The Rams can really attack on this 2nd and short. The fake to wants to throw. Intercepted. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Defensive backs have tough jobs. I mean, you think about whether you play nickel, whether you play dime, whatever it is, you put more DBs on the field. It's more speed. It's more guys that can cover, but they also got to cover that ground. But to cover the ground and make the pick, a lot of times you don't see that. Superb effort by that guy.
The Lions ready to get things going as the offense takes the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. Neutral zone attack. Defense had them backed up, and then they're in the neutral zone, and the offense will say thank you very much. Takes the handoff. It's Gage. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down. The Lions send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. From the gun, it's Montgomery. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23. Back to pass, it's Mason. Here comes the heat. He's got the tight end. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early, and we're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid-season, you're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates, 2 top 10 teams, we get to find out really quickly who's legit.
Hands it off on the counter. All over him immediately. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Good coverage to knock that pass away. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
And the Rams will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. On his way back from the 20. No room to bring it back. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Looking to pass. It's Doyle. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Going to try to get it himself. There he goes. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing him. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive.
Going for it all. He's got it. That's his first catch of the season, and they believe he is a freshman who can contribute a lot early.
And sometimes offenses, man, they get caught up with numbers and they need to do so many runs, so many passes. I like when you just trust your quarterback. Like back-to-back explosive passing plays. Let him do his thing. Let him drop back, read the defense, dissect it, and make big plays.
The Lions are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Lions!
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the 2nd level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Quickly out to the tight end. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. After the 4-yard completion on 1st down, now it's 2nd and 6. Straight ahead, it's Montgomery. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Right back to the well. And they'll move the chains, and a good way to wrap up the 1st quarter. He now has 74 yards rushing already. You want to talk about establishing the running game. They're doing that in the season opener. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Looking for space. It's Montgomery. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run the counter. They knock him down right there. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Back to throw, it's Mason. Fires quickly. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. The Rams are marching down the field. The hand to the running back. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll run it. Runs through the tackle. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And the Rams will call on their punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Lions ready to get things going as the offense takes the field. They'll power it inside with the fullback.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
And they get to him early, and he'll be knocked down for a loss of 4. The Lions in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Finds his man. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. The Lions will snap it on 1st and 10.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Pulls it, trying to get the corner. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Doyle. Rushes on. Snatches it on the right. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
After giving up that big shot defensively, how confident are you calling that coverage again? You're now on your own end of the field, and now your backs are against the wall.
Reads it. It's Doyle. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1. The Lions in a good spot here with 2nd and short.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
The Lions kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On the option. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. Looking for the edge. Pulls it again on the option. Touchdown, Lions! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. So it's an 80-yard drive, and he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Montgomery. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Mason. Still looking. Got a first down. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The Rams moving quickly to the line.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping him.
They give it to him again. Turning it on. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. He's racked up 92 yards on the ground, and he wanted to make a first impression, and he's doing that in this opening game. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Just feeds the running back. And he's brought down after a short gain. 3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. From the gun, wants to pass. Rush right in his face. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And how about this? They're going to send the kicker out there to try to put a thunderfoot into one. And he had just enough to will that one home. That'll close the gap to 14.
Now look, you don't see kickers on highlight tapes too often. That 61-yard field goal is going to make every highlight reel in the country. Wow.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Play action on 1st down. The little soft flip pass falls incomplete. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Keeps it himself. Keeps it on the option. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play. They need a huge play on 3rd and long. Sets his feet. It's Doyle. And the deflection on 3rd down. How big is that? Forces a 4th down. The Lions will bring the punt team onto the field. On the return. Good coverage on that one, and they get him almost immediately. The Rams offense on the field and ready to get started. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
Yeah, and listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they built the lead.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. Not a lot of room to make this catch. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Finds his man. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. The Lions will hustle to the line. Back to pass on second down. Pulls it in. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. To the air, it's Doyle. Just a short pass to the tight end. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few. Long way to go on second down. They'll go to the air. Fires quickly. First grab of the season for this highly talented freshman. They believe he's just going to get better each and every snap. They'll see. On the move. He'll try to do it himself. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe two, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire. Set up for the first down play, and they're going to call a timeout and talk it over instead. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. The play fake. Out wide right, it's Carter. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down. The Lions go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Wants to throw on first. Short pass. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Second and long here. Looking downfield, and time is running short. They're all over him. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a third and long. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Lions! Makes the grab right along the back of the end zone.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. They march 72 yards. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They make the stop, but he's got enough for the first down, and now this offense might have a chance to do something. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. Moves the pocket. It's Mason. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks so much, fellas. Here inside our EA Sports Studios, welcome into the Week 0 College Football Update Show. We begin with a look at the away team taking on the Kentucky Wildcats. And it's the Bison looking to get the job done on the road. Right now, it's early, but they lead this season opener. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. As for your game and an interesting first half, let's take a look at the numbers of note. So far today, the most dominant player on the field has been that DB. Pass breakups, shutting down one side of the field. He's been a one-man wrecking crew, and he's played a big part in this halftime lead. It's time to throw it back to our guys in the booth to start up the second half.
Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. first play of this drive. Grabs it in the middle. And the Rams want to pick up the tempo. Oh, the defense moved in there too quickly. You think it's never going to work until it does, and that'll be a first down. Defense way over-eager there, and now the entire playbook just opens up before the eyes of this offensive coordinator. Back to throw, it's Mason. Leaves it short. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Pulls it on the option. Oh, he's got some space. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. The Rams come to the line with a new set of downs. The run inside. It's Montgomery. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Second down, gonna throw it. Throws to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive.
And this guy's showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick. And guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it. That's 2 interceptions here through 3/4 of a football game.
The Lions ready to get things going as the offense takes the field. So after that turnover, they can add to this already sizable lead with their first drive of this second half. Pulls it on the option. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down. The Lions can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Trying to get the corner. Pulls it and runs it again. Here's a little room there. He's wrestled to the ground. They ran the option beautifully, and they pick up the first down. Sends it back in motion. They stop him in his tracks. Tried to sneak that fullback loose, and nothing doing. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Pulls it. Got a little space. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now down to the 12-yard line. It's first down. The handoff. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there, stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarter...
Touchdown, Lions! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And it's been more of the same in the second half for this offense, doing whatever they wanted. What a start to the season, man. This is exactly what you draw up. Everything they drew up in the offseason has worked in game 1, and that's why they are dominating this football game.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They just finished off a 53-yard scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Guys, we'll have another peek at this Rams offense. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Breaks into the open. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win Fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Looking to throw, it's Mason. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. And the Rams are rolling down the field. Using his legs, it's Montgomery. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third. They've got to get the football to the 32 to pick up the first down. Got his man. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on fourth down. Fires to the big fella. He will be stopped short of the line to gain, and they'll turn it over on downs. Gets the back moving. He'll take it himself. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. On the option, he'll pull it on the read. There he goes. And he froze that defender. He thought he was going to pitch it, kept it himself, and turned it into a big play. Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. Defense a little too eager. That's an encroachment penalty, 5 yards for the offense. Sticks it in his belly. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. After trying the running game on first down, they come to the line on second down. Motion from the back. Handoff to the fullback. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a third down and short. Looking for the edge. He'll try to get to the marker himself. He just has a nose for those little crevices to be able to find space, and he picks up the first down. They want to run this quarterback. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss. Last master now dealing with 2nd and 13. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Keeping his eyes downfield. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly. Maybe picked up 1 on the play. To the air, it's Doyle. Look out! Firing to the right, complete. He'll be brought down at the 41-yard line, not close to the line to gain, and it's fourth down. And it's good from 58 yards out. On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Looking for room, it's Montgomery. He's past the sticks. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Fresh set of downs going up top. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there. Third quarter opening week of the season, and they're facing 2nd and 10. Caught. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure. It's a first down. The Rams come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on first down. Throws to the tight end. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big pick.
The Lions ready to get things going as the offense takes the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, Dave.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
From the 33, it's 1st and 10. Keeps it himself. He'll keep it again on the option. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Trying to get the corner. He'll keep it on 2nd down. Not much room to run. Let's give him 1 to the 33. 3rd and long coming up. Looking to throw, it's Doyle. Fires it. Right side, it's Carter. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Reels it in. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Second down to the air. Lets it fly. It falls incomplete, and we'll change into the field to get things started back up. They've gotten off to a great start with a season-opening victory. Let's take a look at what's on the schedule for next week. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Pull. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play. The Lions have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
That looks like a really easy thing to do. Oh, the ball's just on the ground. Jump on it. That's an odd-shaped ball that bounces all kind of crazy ways. Great job by the defense covering that thing up.
The Rams offense on the field and ready to get started. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
This offense has it with really good field position. On the option. First down, he'll keep it. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. The Lions with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Option look, it's Doyle. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. A third down try for the offense. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. He wants it all. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
Reese, I know you're a little bit of a front runner, so you probably would quit. You'd probably sub yourself out and take yourself out of the game. But I like that they're continuing to fight. Keep fighting. You never know what's going to happen. Actually, you know what? I know you're not going to win, but it doesn't matter. Keep fighting to the very end.
Guys, we'll have another peek at this Rams offense. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. Sets his feet, it's Mason. Under pressure. Just a misfire there. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts one down the sideline. Leaping grab for a big gain. Hits the crease. Touchdown Rams. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. This game is almost certainly decided already, but the good news is for the next game, guys still flying around, still playing hard, not really hanging their heads.
Long season. This is early in the season. Still got plenty of time. Still find out which plays you like, which you don't, and keep running them, keep getting better at them. So use this as practice.
He'll try to tack on one more. Right down the middle. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish with a huge play in the passing game, covering 75 yards to house it. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Lions ready to get things going as the offense takes the field. After that last possession, the interception, which did lead to a touchdown, might want to mix in a few more running plays with this big lead here. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. The give. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30. This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. The give to the fullback. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The Lions will punt it away on 4th down. They'll look to pin him deep. Searching for space. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Here comes the offense onto the field again. Dropping back, it's Mason. Snags it over the middle.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a 1st down. Fresh center down's going to the air. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. Could not make his way to the corner. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Turns up, it's Montgomery. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down. Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Looking to take a shot. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2. third play of the drive, and they need to take advantage of this field position by making something happen on 3rd and long. Sees an alley. Turning it on. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
They've been running it, but now the pass. Oh, pressure's coming. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
And for quarterbacks throwing the ball down this close to the goal line, because there's so many bodies in such a small space, oftentimes routes take a little bit longer to develop, and it forces quarterbacks to have to hold on to it a little bit longer. That's the risk and danger with throwing the ball so close to the goal line. You might get sacked.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They go to the counter. Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. They'll send the back in motion. Looking for the edge. He'll try to get to the marker himself. He's going for the goal line. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. The Rams offense on the field and ready to get started. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Keep it on the ground. A pickup of 5 marks it at the 36-yard line. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Hits inside. It's Montgomery. Oh, he's got some space. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49. And the Rams come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking for running room. He's got the 1st down. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. 1st and 10. These teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had something to prove today, and man, did they go out and do it.
Man, they proved it, and they proved they were better. They thought they were better coming in. We were talking to them. They had a lot of confidence. They said, we're not ranked as high as we should be, and now they just showed the whole world. This squad is for real. We're going to be discussing them in the playoffs in the future, and they made a statement today, Palmer.
Yeah, that's the thing, David. To me, after watching that absolute beatdown, you can't help but think to yourself, this is a college football playoff caliber team. If they play like that, moving forward, if they put their A game together in all 3 phases, this is a team we're going to be talking about very, very late in the season.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.